Ana Alonso. I work in Madigan Gill as a quantity surveyor and technician, and I'm originally come from Spain.
Hi, my name is Madalina Batafu and I work as a project surveyor for Madigan Gill Logistics Limited in London.
So I decided to study something related to construction because when I was little I used to play with my brother with Lego, building houses, and with his excavators and trucks, and I really loved it, and this is something that I will always wanted to do. And when I was 16-17 years old, I decided to study architectural technologies, to design houses, buildings, and then I've studied as well construction engineering because it's something more related to how they build the houses. So that's why I decided to move in.
Why construction? How many professionals from other industries can point out to a new building in town and say, I helped build that? I was part of that team, I was part of something bigger. We've helped build a new home for a family, which is basically almost helping out building a future for someone.
So my favorite part of the career is that every day is a challenge. So every day we have different problems on different sides, and you have to solve them in different ways, all of them.
My favorite part of my career is being a part of a diverse team with many talents.
I think that the big challenge for women working in construction is that in itself is already a big challenge because the industry is mainly dominated by men. So we have always to demonstrate that we have the same skills as them, and we can deal with the problems as they do, and we have to demonstrate always that we can do the same things as them. The most surprising part of being a woman in construction, I think that we are treated in the same way as male. So we are all at the same level. No one is more than anyone. And also when you love what you do, it's much easier everything, and you enjoy even the problems that you have.
Who inspires me, not necessarily as in my career as a construction, but in general as a woman, I always look up to other hardworking professional women. I don't necessarily have one person in particular. Of course, I look up to my mother. It was always very hardworking, as well as taking care of us as children. Of course, my father always being there for us.
The person who inspired me to today is my grandmother. So she was a person, very hard worker, and when I was very little, she always said to me that you have to study in the university, you need a great job, you don't need to depend on any man or any person.
It is opening up more to women compared to how it was 30 years ago, when there was very few women in construction. Although at the moment I think there's over 10% probably compared to, of course, males in construction. But it of course it needs improving. There's still more to be done for women to pursue a career, to want to be in construction.
I think the industry can be more inclusive, advertising more careers for women. Even when you go in the underground and you see, for example, advertisements showing a truck driver, engineer, they are always using men. I think that if we use more women and we support the woman to success in their careers in construction, it will be better.
The last but not the least, I would say we should always speak up when harassment or discrimination occurs, as the responsibility lies with both men and women to speak up for ourselves and improve in work environment, not only in construction but just everywhere. Given my experience so far, I would definitely recommend a career in construction to women, and not only, of course. I think it's a great career path. It's stable. Construction offers great opportunities to progress and develop your career. And it's also very diverse, of course. So you'd always find people from different backgrounds, from different cultures, and that's again a very good thing. And it helps develop your personal skills, of course, as well as your professional skills. If you want to become a quantity surveyor, you will need to complete a degree or a higher education course accredited by the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors.
So the salary for quantity surveying is very wide. You can get from 25k being an assistant until 100k or more being a senior quantity surveyor. So the pros for this job are that if you are doing what you love it, you enjoy it a lot. The second one can be the salary. We have a great salary. We are working in a very good environment as well, and every day is a challenge. So every site is completely different. Every site has their own problems, restrictions. So I think it is good when you are not in monotony doing the same thing every day.
In terms of cons, being a quantity surveyor, there's the multiple project handling with the issues that occur almost maybe on a daily basis, they're always related to site specific.
So if you don't want to work as a quantity surveyor, we have the skills to do different roles. For example, contracts manager, estimator, or consultant.
My advice for women starting in construction is to be strong, stand up for what you know and what you're capable of doing, and know that you're doing the right thing. Also, given that we are less, of course, than our male counterparts, I would say that we are inevitably going to stand out, and I think you should embrace it. Embrace that you stand out in the construction industry.